Hello, Internet. My name is Roro, and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about recently, and it applies to my life, but I also know that it applies to other people that I know's life, and probably you if you're listening to this. Should I pursue my passion? Obviously, if there's something that you enjoy, that you love, that you think about all the time, the answer is yes. But there is some nuance to it, so let's get into it. So, the first thing everyone always thinks about is how can I make money doing this? Now, that is relevant, of course, because if you want to really put your all into something, you want to pursue something 100%, 110%, eventually you're going to want to make some money off of it because it's going to take a lot of your time. And the time that you're spending working on your passion is going to take away from potential time that you could be working and making money. So, the dream is to eventually make your passion pay your bills. Or is it? Everybody knows having a job sucks, right? No matter even if you have your dream job, even if you're doing the exact thing that you want to be doing in life, every job has aspects of it that are shitty and that you don't want to do and that are unenjoyable because work in a capitalist society, especially the one that we live in, I'm from America, it's inherently shitty and it's inherently, not good for the worker. It's not catering to the worker. So it's hard to say, take this thing that you love more than anything and make it work. Because on paper it makes sense, but in reality, it doesn't always make sense. And especially when it comes to art and music, which is what I primarily do, I don't want my music to feel like homework. I don't want it to feel like an obligation that I have to do that I don't want to do because it's something that I'm very passionate about. And I don't want to treat it like it's just work that I do for money, you know? And maybe some people feel differently, but I personally feel like I would rather focus my passion and my love into my art and into my music and then just make money elsewhere. The only way that I would want to make a living off of my music is if it's completely on my own terms, which means I don't have to compromise my vision for anything or anybody. I can do exactly what I want. I can put out my music exactly when I want to, in the way that I want to, and hope for the best that eventually enough people catch on that I make enough money where I can survive. Even just a living wage. I don't need to be rich. I literally have such a simple life. It would not be that hard for me to reach that goal. But there's a lot of other things that I could do to make more money that I'm choosing not to do because I don't enjoy doing those things. And I know that some people think about this differently, you know? Like, for example, some people approach their art as a service where they're doing a service for somebody else. So they're okay with not making the exact thing that they want to make because they are seeing it as a service. And I just don't see it that way. For me, it's a personal expression type of thing, which I tend to protect and I value higher in my mind than if I was just like making a song for somebody else or making some sort of art for somebody else at their direction. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's different. So whatever makes you happy is what you should do. And that's the whole point of this video is pursuing your passion, pursuing what you truly want to be doing. So if you really want to help people and you want to have a service outlook with your art or your music or your passion, whatever you want to call it, then yeah, that's what you should do. But for anybody who doesn't feel that way, like myself, it's going to be a little bit harder to rationalize in your mind and find that balance. But really, it's all about just finding a balance that works for you because you have to live, you have to survive, you have to make money. So you have to find a job that can pay your bills, but doesn't drain you too much to where you can't do anything else. Because that is relevant too. Like, I have friends that make a ton of money doing a job that's really, really hard, but they have no life outside of their job. And again, for some people, that's totally fine. But for this video specifically, we're talking about pursuing your art, pursuing your passion in a way where you don't have to struggle or you don't have to do a bunch of shit that you don't want to do in order just to make money. You know what I mean? Because you can take it from me. I've been through it. I've been super, super broke. And when you're super broke and you're super mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, you're not going to have the energy that you really need to put into your art and to put into your passion. It's just not going to happen because you need to dedicate all of that to your job because you need that job to survive. So I don't know. It really is a case by case thing. Everybody's different. Everybody wants different things. But the point I'm trying to make is you have to find a balance between finding a job that'll make you money and then how much you're willing to compromise your passion and your art to also make money, if that makes sense. And just think back to when you were younger and you first discovered your love for your passion, your art, music, whatever it is. It could be anything. I'm specifically talking more about like art in this video, but this really could apply to any sort of passion that you have. You weren't thinking about it like when you're a little kid, like, oh, I love this so much. I can't wait to make a bunch of money doing it. You know, maybe some people think that way, but this is directed at people that have a passion. They've had it for a very long time and they are pursuing it, maybe not as much as they would like to or they think that they would like to. But you have to remember that you do it because you love it, not because you want to make money doing it. The money is a bonus if it works out, but you really got to focus on that passion because if you really do want to make money doing it, it's going to have to be authentic art. It's going to have to be genuine art that comes from the soul because that's what people really connect to. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to make sure that your passion is being watered and taken care of and fulfilled before you can even think about making money doing it. Unless you're okay with just completely compromising and thinking of it as more of a service and just doing whatever you can to make money. I know that that works for some people, and if that works for you, more power to you. But I just know personally, I can't do that. I can't just live my life desperately trying to find clients to pay me to do whatever they want me to do. That's just not who I am. And that's kind of the audience that I'm trying to reach with this video right now. And I'm like super excited right now. I'm super amped up. Maybe it's because I just drank a full coffee, but I love making these videos. I definitely started this channel with no intention of making any money ever because I just needed to get things out of my head. There's just things that I wanted to express that I knew people would connect with. And the truth of it is, this channel was my side project. I still see it as that because my focus is on my art and my music. But this channel is bigger than anything I've ever done. And I totally didn't expect it. And I honestly think it's just because it's a very pure thing that I'm doing. It's very unfiltered. It's very simple and just straight to the point. You know, I'm not trying to embellish anything. I'm not trying to like, you know, do things to get people to comment or like or subscribe. Like I'm never going to ever say that on this channel because I don't care about that. That's not my goal. If 100 people subscribe to my YouTube channel and that's it forever, then I'm glad that I'm helping those 100 people. So again, I've said this already in this video. It's all about finding a balance between your passion, pursuing it in a way that you feel comfortable, and also finding a source of income and blending them together. They may overlap a little bit. They may not overlap at all. Whatever works for you. But what I will say is if you're passionate about something, if you love something, if you think about it all the time, you should definitely be pursuing that thing. Whatever that means to you, fucking go for it. And this is as much advice for myself as it is for anybody else. I'm making this video partially for me to reference in the future because I still need to find that balance. It's not something that you're going to maybe figure out and then it's just fine. It works perfectly. Even if you think you figured it out, there's going to be tweaks that you're going to have to make over time because your life's going to change. You as a person are going to change. Your desires and your needs are going to change. So just constantly work towards that balance while pursuing it as much as you feel comfortable, as much as you want to pursue it, as much as you have the ability to pursue it. And if you don't have enough time, then maybe try to figure out a way to change that, to give yourself more time. For some people, it's unavoidable, I know, but this is just my perspective. And yeah, that's it. Oh, just dropped something. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I have other videos on my channel where I talk about similar stuff. Always just kind of sifting through thoughts and ideas while playing video games. So you can check out some other ones on my channel. I put out a new video every Sunday. So if you like this one, you can come back next week for a new one. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.